Patriot Prime Reviews is a channel for adult collectors and may not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
This video is sponsored by Toyhax.com. They're your one-stop shop for reproduction decals for your vintage G1 Transformers and upgrade decals for your modern bots. Weaponry for your figures from the Toyhax Armory, and great-looking backdrops for your display from Toy Stages. And when you visit Toyhax.com, make sure and use my monthly promo code to save 15% off your order. So yes, 15% off when you use my promo code right here. So check out Toyhax.com and make your collection stand out from the rest. And tell them Patriot Prime sent you. Now, on to the video. The feature bot in this video is the brand new Transformers Studio Series 86 Leader Class Dinobot Snarl. Well, at least he's brand new to me. I pre-ordered Snarl back when he was first announced almost a year ago, and my pre-order just kept getting pushed farther and farther back. I think the last time I checked, I'm supposed to get him in May. So, thanks to the generosity of fellow YouTuber Ultra Megatronus, I have one for my collection now. Ultra Megatronus saw that I commented in my April Fool's Swoop video, that polarized quite a few of you actually, that I was still waiting on Snarl. He reached out and he said, hey man, there are Snarls at my local Target. I can get you one if you need it. Yes, please. So, thank you, Ultra Megatronus. I have Snarl finally. So let's take a quick look at the packaging here. It's a Studio Series Leader Class, so it's in the enclosed box. We got some great looking art of Snarl in his Dino Mode, opening fire with his tail. Remember when that happened in Transformers the movie? Transformers on the side, Studio Series 86, Transformers the movie, Dinobot Snarl. This side of the box features Snarl in Dino Mode, an up-close shot of his face. Back of the packaging is product shots showing Snarl in Robot Mode, Dino Mode, and showing the insert display stand. Now, do any of you guys actually use those insert stands? Let me know in the comments below, because I always just chuck mine. This side of the box is another shot of Snarl in Dino Mode. It's actually the same picture right there, but you've got more Dino on top. So, without further ado, let's get Snarl opened up out of this packaging and see if he was worth the wait. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and welcome to Patriot Prime Reviews. Now, once you get Snarl all opened up and out of the packaging, you'll see he does come with a sheet of instructions that, as usual, is very well illustrated and easy to follow. He also comes with his sword. He comes with the backdrop that I showed on the packaging. Now, the art's pretty cool. It's the background of Autobot City when the Decepticons attacked. Actually, I think the only scene where Snarl is in the movie. He's in a couple of scenes. This is one of them. So, that's right there if you want to display your Snarl like so. As I said, I never use these. I just don't have room for them on my display. So that goes in the recycling bin. And then, of course, we've got Snarl himself. Now, with Snarl, there is some assembly required to complete the figure. This piece right here on his back, this long piece right here, is separate in the box, and you do have to attach it. It clips in right here. Make sure you put it on this way. When I first attached it, I put it on backwards. It is a pain to get off. So it attaches just like this, folded up. There's two little tabs right here, and it just slots right in. So anyway, taking a look at Snarl, what a beautiful figure. He looks dead on to his animated counterpart. And I love the looks of this guy. He is pretty solid. There's hardly any gaps whatsoever, unless you look right there by his feet on the inside of his legs. Other than that, there's no gaps at all. This is a very solid looking Dinobot. Taking a closer look at the head sculpt, love that. Like I said, spot on to the animated look. Great paint applications. He's got blue eyes, silver face, great looking Autobot symbol right there on the chest. Got a little detail right there. He's got black in the center. Love the gold right there for the tail. Snarl was one of my favorite Dinobots because of the way the tail separated into the wings. I really liked the looks of that. He's got some black here on the shoulders, black hands, got black for the legs, the gold for the scales, the spikes, I don't know what those are called, fins. Those look really good on the legs, and he's got the yellow feet. And I'm so happy, I believe that's gold paint, that they painted those instead of leaving them yellow like the feet. I mean, that's a nice surprise. So all in all, robot mode looks fantastic. And oh yeah, look at all the sculpted details on the figure. They did such a good job. You got more of that gold paint up here on the shoulders. I just dig it. I love the gold. It really pops. It catches the light so good. So yeah, great figure. So let's get an articulation. The head's on a ball joint. Can look up and down a little bit. Do a complete 360 if you will. Arms can go out. They can go in. They can rotate. And they're on a ratchet. I love when figures have ratchets. There's a bicep rotation. There's a nice deep bicep bend, and that's mainly for transformation. I'll get into that later on. There is wrist rotation as well. There is waist rotation. Legs can go out, they can go in, they can go forward, they can go back. Though, let me see. They tend to get stuck a little bit right there, but if you really want the legs to go back, he can separate at the waist, mainly for transformation. I mean, you can bring the legs farther back that way if you'd like. Or they may just be tight. Mine's super tight right there. Either way, the legs can rotate all the way back. He's got a nice deep knee bend on a ratchet. And of course, he has ankle tilt and rotation. So lots of posability for this big, bulky guy. Now let's take a look at his weapon. He's got this sword that once again is painted. It was the yellow plastic that they painted silver. And it looks really, really good, especially with all those details. Now, I wish the sword was a little longer. I think this sword is a little fat, a little squat, if you will. But, I mean, it looks okay. He can wield it just like so. Just slide it in his hand. And there we got Snarl, all armed and ready for battle. It looks pretty good in his hand. I wish it was a little bit bigger. And I wish he came with his gun. With these Studio Series Dinobots, you either get a sword or a gun. I don't understand why we can't get both. Money, I guess. So anyway, that is Snarl. Okay, there is storage for the sword here on the back. So you can peg it into that hole right there. There's a peg right there on the side, so you can slot that in if you don't want him holding his sword. So there you go. There is Snarl in robot mode. Let's go ahead and get him transformed into his dinosaur mode. Love the transformation for this guy. It's pretty simple and ingenious. So the first thing you're going to do is let's straighten the arms out. And you've got this little yellow section right here. That is a dinosaur foot. So you want to bring this out. Bring it out all the way as far as you can, because you need to take the fist and then fold the fist down in the slot where that dino leg was, and then just bring that back up just like so. Now you're going to take the arm, utilize that deep knee bend, and see the peg right there? It's going to line up to the slot on the shoulder. So you'll bring this all the way up. It unsnaps right there and peg that in. And I love how that turns into the dino leg. That is slick. So same thing here on the other side. Bring the leg out. Mine is really tight. Turn that foot around. Bring the robot hand in. Bring this up back in place. Bring the arm up. Unsnap. I love transforming on camera. It's so hard to get everything in because I have to look through the camera at the same time I'm looking over the camera to make sure I get everything just right. So there is both legs. Now you can go ahead and take this panel here, flip this down and up out of the way, and squeeze the tail sections together, and they peg together just like so. Take his head and fold his head down. And that's pretty much it for the back of the dyno. Now go ahead and separate the waist from the torso and rotate around. Now you want to watch this section right here. See how that's open? When I was first messing with Snarl, he came apart on me so many times. That just wasn't attached really well, so I had to make sure to really squeeze that mushroom peg inside right there. So take the legs. What you're going to do is take this front section here and open up. There's two panels, so you want to open this up just like that. See how these separate? And then what we're going to do is take the leg that's inside, bring that all the way out, and you're going to take this all the way around, and it's going to slide in right there and lock into place. Do the same thing here on the other side. You swing out, take the leg, open up, swing around, and attach. You can go ahead and move the feet up, the foot up just like so, just to get that out of the way. All right, moving right along, we can go ahead and squeeze the legs together. They will tab together just like so. Oh, I want to show you this. You don't really see it with the transformation. There is Snarl's dino head. It blends into the leg perfectly. They did such a good job hiding the dino head. I thought that was really impressive. So anyway, squeezing the legs together, flip around here, and you got these two panels right there on either leg. Just open those up, hit the camera. They peg in nice and tight. So once you get those open, now you're going to bring the legs up and around. You got the dino head trying to come through, so it needs a little bit of help. See what's going to happen here. Get the dino head out. You're going to bring these around just like so. Right here, should have been the feet down. You want the feet to go down just like so, and this whole chest area opens up a little bit. And you want to slide the feet inside that open chest. Sometimes easier said than done. There's little slots right there on top of the feet that match up to some pegs on the inside, so you'll just line those up, squeeze it together, and press down. So that should lock in no problem. Finishing up, we're bringing these feet section back in, lined up just right. Of course, it's going to give me a pain. Oh, this one right here. Make sure, see how it's angled out? Make sure it's straight. There you go. Squeeze that together. Bring the legs down. Bring the rear legs down. Make sure you torque these all back together, and then take this panel right here, bring it down and around, and it's going to peg in. You got the two slots right there. It's going to peg into what was his abdomen. Squeeze those in. Make sure your feet are rotated around. And there we have Snarl in his Dino Mode. And Dino Mode looks pretty good, except the tail. I hate the tail is so low down between his legs. That just looks, very awkward to me. I wish they could have done something to hinge this up and bring the tail more centered to his butt. Pop the leg loose. But other than that, I mean, Dino Mode looks pretty good. I mean, it's pretty much spot on to how he looked in the cartoon. So, taking a closer look at the Dino Mode, you can see a lot more of the fins or scales, plates. I don't know what those are called. I know some of you Dino fans will really zap me in the comments, but what are those called? Are those fins, scales, plates? I don't know what they go by, but they look really good with that gold paint. Gold goes all the way down to the tail, which is gold as well. Looking at the dino face looks really good. It's got some blue eyes. He's got a red Autobot symbol right there in the center. Now, I've seen on Facebook that some of your Snarls may come with that Autobot symbol off kilter. So I really lucked out with mine. But fortunately, I have the Toyhax decals for Snarl already. I ordered those months ago, thinking I was getting my Snarl months ago. So I can't wait to get those applied. Great paint applications here on the side with the black and the blue right there. He's got some red here on top. And that's pretty much it for Dino Mode. Articulation, the mouth can open up. Now I wish it had a blast effect port here on the inside. It's got these two slots right there, so I think one of the upgrade kits has something for that. I wish he had a blast effect port. Let's see, the head does not move at all other than the mouth. The dino legs, they can rotate all the way around. There is some rotation there at the foot. Legs, these are the arms, of course they can rotate. There's a little rotation and ankle tilt right there at the foot. And really, that's about it. He doesn't have a lot of articulation in Dino Mode. And now it's funny, with the tail being like it is, if you have to, you could pose him. Hold on. That one arm keeps. I mean, he'll still pose if you got his legs in the air, so you got that going on if you want. And that's pretty much for Dino Mode. Don't know not why that one's not wanting to stay in. Now, with the weapon, there is some storage. You can put the sword here on his back in the hole that you used in robot mode. I don't like that. That just doesn't look right to me. So Hasbro was nice enough to give us another option. You can hide the sword underneath Snarl. He's got these two pegs right there that'll peg in right there on the sword's hilt. So you can peg those in just like that. Got a nice tight fit. And you can hide the sword that way. So I like that a lot better. I like the fact when you can store the weapons in the alt mode. So there you go, guys. There is Studio Series 86 Dinobot Snarl. And now for some quick size comparisons. Here is Transformers Studio Series 86 Snarl with Generation 1 Optimus Prime, Generation 1 Snarl. I need to review the G1 Dinobots one of these days. Studio Series 86 Grimlock, Studio Series 86 Sludge, and Studio Series 86 Slag. Transformers Studio Series 86 Dinobot Snarl is another great addition to the Studio Series Dinobot line. I love this figure. He's got a great robot mode and okay Dino Mode. The only thing I have against the Dino Mode is the fact his tail is tucked between his legs. It just doesn't look right to me. But other than that, Dino Mode, it's pretty good. So this is an awesome figure and one I highly recommend if you happen to have the Studio Series Dinobots. I mean, if you got one, you gotta catch them all. And of course, now we have to wait for Swoop, and hopefully the distribution for Swoop will be a lot better than what they were for Snarl. So if you do not have a Snarl yet, and you happen to see one on the shelf, pick him up. You are not going to be disappointed. Now guys, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click that bell icon to get notified when I upload new videos. Also, if you're in any position to help out the channel, I do have a super thanks button, and I also offer channel memberships. And I have to give a huge shout out and thank you to all my current channel members, because it is your support that helps keep this channel going. Once again, guys, this is Patriot Prime signing out. Hooah! The featured bot in this video is the brand new Transformers Studio Series 86 Leader Class Snarl. Well, he's brand new to me. I pre-ordered Snarl back when he was first announced, Lord, a year ago, and my pre-order kept getting delayed and backed up over and over again. The last I checked, I was due to get him in May. So, my good friend and fellow... last time I checked, I was due to get him in May. And I pretty much had just given up getting the guy. I don't know why I never canceled him. Swoop April Fool's video that was quite polarizing to some of you. And fellow YouTuber Ultra Magn... And my pre-order just kept getting pushed farther and farther back. I think the last I checked... The feature bot in this video is the brand new Transformers Studio Series 86 Dinobot Snarl. Well, at least he's in Dinobot mode, opening fire with his tail. Remember when that happened in the movie? Transformers here on the side, Studio Series 86, Transformers the movie. This side of the box is an Oh, fuck me. Here we go. And my pre-order just kept getting pushed farther and farther back. I think the last time I looked, I'm due to get him in May. So,